Hi y'all, it's Beth here, and today I'm sharing with you what I've been warming and melting, and this is for June 1st, 2022 through June 9th, 2022, and I think I've made pretty good progress these past couple of days, so I'm really happy about that, because I have gotten through more than what I usually do, which is pretty exciting. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And I actually am going to start with my non-empties first, and then we can talk about empties. First off, I have this one from L3 Waxy Wonders. This is in the scent Concerts at the State Fair. This one, the notes are a mix of fried Twinkies, cotton candy, and kettle corn. No calories consumed with this one. And this scent is really good, but I definitely get like a waffles and maple syrup type of scent from this. Definitely not like a pumpkin pecan waffles, kind of like, you know, just like, I don't know, just like Belgian waffles, like a plain waffle with maple syrup and maybe some like caramel drizzled on top, and that's really what I get from this scent. It's really good. It's a strong performer in my house. So yeah, that's that one, and I melted that today. Actually, another one that I made some progress on is my all-time favorite scent from Teddy Bees. This is in the scent Frankish Princess, and the notes are patisserie and blackberry butter pecan cookies, and this scent is really good. I just melted it downstairs one day, and it performs really well. It's a strong performer with just a little piece of wax, so happy with that one. I melted two from Super Tarts, one that I love and one that I was not a fan. So we'll start with the one I was not a fan of first. This one is in the scent Falcon, and the notes are sweet tea, strawberry, blue sugar, and driftwood. And this one has kind of like a weird scent to me. The performance on it was decent. I would say it was about like a medium throw in my house, but it had like this aftertone scent to it, like like one of the bottom notes. It's not like one of the predominant like top notes that you smell right away, but it just kind of was like a scent that like lingered in the room, I guess. That was like very weird. I'm not sure if I would call it perfumey or not, but that's kind of like the best way that I know how to describe it. So yeah, probably not a repurchase for me, and this is one that I actually am gonna just destash from out of my collection and send to some friends that I have. The one that I did love, this one is Borg, and the notes are lemon custard, red apple, vanilla bean, and ocean breezes. And I didn't get the scent from this that I actually anticipated, but I did absolutely love it. So I will start by saying that this one was like a medium throw, so it's not as strong as I typically like. However, it's just like a very fresh scent, and it smelled so like just nice and peaceful and calming every time that I went into the room that I had it warming in. I melted only one cube, and it performed really good. So yeah, I am gonna finish melting this bar. I might send like one or two to a friend, 1 or 2 cubes, but for the most part, I do want to finish up this bar, and I really enjoyed it, warming it and trying it for the first time. And then from Rose Girls, I have the scent Goodnight Moon, and this one was actually voted on my Instagram page because I was just kind of like, I don't know what to melt. There's so many choices. So I like closed my eyes and picked out 2 bedroom scents and 2 scents for like my downstairs open concept. And I was like, hey friends, vote for what you want me to melt. So if you're one of the people that voted, thank you. This is one of the ones you guys picked out. And this one is Pink Sugar, Sweet Lavender, Peppermint, and Birthday Cake. As many of you guys probably know, Goodnight Moon from Rose Girls is one of my favorite scents. So I was happy to be able to melt that one. Another one that I melted in the bedroom, this is L3 Waxy Wonders in the scent Buttermint, and I melt 2 cubes at a time. I actually think I'm about to put this one in again. I think. I don't know. That's what my mind is telling me to do right now, and my heart is telling me put in some more Buttermint. But who knows if I actually will or not. But I do need to change out my bedroom warmer. This scent is really, really good. I love it. It lasts for a really long time, like 3.5 days in my bedroom. And I put 2 cubes in at a time. So that one is good. I would repurchase and highly recommend. And then in the bathroom, I have 2 samples here that I used half of. So from Destination Wax, I have Lemon, Leaves, and Mint. And this scent was really nice. I don't know if I would repurchase it or not, because I have a lemon mint leaf scent that I like from that Smell Good shop, and it performs really, really well for me. But I do enjoy this scent, and it's nice for the bathroom because it's like kind of a clean scent. And then I have Destination Wax Magic in the Air, which I put half of a sample in my bathroom, and I honestly did not get any throw from it at all. So, yeah. But this one is Almond Flower, White Iris, Fruit, and Whipped Vanilla. And I will give it another try with this half of the sample that I have left. And then now we move on to empties. So this first one is like an empty and like a half of a clam. So I'll talk about this one first. This is in the scent Apple Butter Frosting from Scentsy. And I ended up having to melt 2 cubes out of this clam that I have like as my next clam that I rolled in of Apple Butter Frosting. And then I have a full clam that I finished up. I had 4 cubes left in this clam, so that's the reason why I had to borrow 2 cubes from another clam, because I put 3 cubes per warmer. This scent is really, really good. It lasted about a day and a half in my open concept, and it always is like just such a good scent to have. I really, really love it. The next one that I have is from Up North Creations. This is in the scent Birthday Cake. This one actually did really well in North Carolina when I melted it there. And then when I melted it here in Virginia, it did horrible. So I don't know if I would repurchase this or not. I'm kind of hesitant to like repurchase scents just for like specifically when I take trips to the beach. But we shall see, because I always go to the beach for my birthday. So it's pretty much like 99.9% guaranteed that I will be able to melt this in a place where I will get a strong performance and stuff for my birthday, because that's where I always am for my birthday. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of up in the air about that one, but we'll just see how it goes. And what I end up deciding. Then I have an empty, like a pear. So Blue Ribbon Cookies from That Smell Good shop and Sweet Plum Pastry from Scentsy. The notes on Sweet Plum Pastry are black plum, toasted coconut, and marshmallow clouds. This scent lasts so long. I just finished it up in my bedroom. Like, that's the scent that's kind of fizzled out and now ready to be changed to a different scent in my bedroom. It lasted for like 3 days in my bedroom, and it still is going, and I'm just like, even though this is the last that I have of this scent, I'm pretty much like 80% sure that it's going to come back in a future Bring Back My Bar, because I know so many people love this scent. So I think I'm going to clean it out of my warmer and just move on. And if it never happens to come back, then at least I got to enjoy it while it was around. But if it does come back, you can bet that I am going to buy like 5 or 6 of them, or possibly even start a Scentsy club. It is such a good scent, but only when I mix it with bakery, which is what I did with That Smell Good Shop Blue Ribbon Cookies. And this one is award-winning baked vanilla cookies. And I cannot say how this scent does on its own because I have not ever melted it on its own before. But it does hold its own when blended with scents, and you can still pick up on it and smell it and get a really nice bakery note from it. So I would definitely recommend this as a blender scent at least. I can't really recommend it or not as a scent on its own just because I haven't ever melted it as a scent on its own. And then another like empty pair that I warmed together. These are both from Rose Girls. The first one is Rose Girls Waffle Cone. And I'm sure most of you know what the other one is. Rose Girls Serendipity. This is my proudest blend that I have ever made and done in my house. So, yeah, I just love it. It's so, so good. The notes on Serendipity are sweet, thick, creamy vanilla blended with coconut cream and sugar sweet cherry. And I think, okay, so I'm pretty sure I have either 2 or 3 of each of these as a backup in my stash. I have a backup drawer, and I'm going to pull 2 new ones out from that drawer because those are all the way from April. These ones that I finished up were all the way from December of 2020, and I could definitely tell that they were starting to lose their scent, especially Serendipity, but also because Serendipity, I think, had a tear in the bag somewhere, which, these bags are all the way from the end of 2020, so not anybody's fault but my own that they would be torn. But, oh, you know what? It's Waffle Cone that had a tear in it. Well, anyways, I just knew that their scent was getting less and less and less. So I really need to get on melting my backups. But what I'm thinking about doing is, the next time I place an order from That Smell Good Shop, Wendy actually does like customs 24/7, 365 days a year, as far as I know, and at the time of filming this video. And she offers both these scents, Serendipity and Waffle Cone. I have not tried them from her yet, but I think I'm going to make a custom from her with like a 50-50 blend of Serendipity and Waffle Cone and see how it does. Just because I would rather to do that than have the 2 separate mini melter bags. And I know from Rose Girls, I did request this as a scent before, like Serendipity and Waffle Cone blended together, and it did not get poured. And then I also said this idea for her Mario Melter vote, and it did not get voted on. So, like, I would just rather buy them already blended together than to buy them, like, separate and blend them myself. Even though it's not that much work, but it's just, like, I would rather have 1 unit of wax than 2 units of wax. And if I ended up getting it from That Smell Good Shop and I liked it, then I could, like, get it whenever I wanted to and not feel like I have to stock up because of the way that she does customs. Whereas with Rose Girls, it is very, very hard to get your hands on her wax most of the time. And, when you request a scent, other people are going to want it and put it in their cart and stuff like that, unless if it's for a pre-order. And I can't remember if these 2 have ever been offered for a pre-order before or not. And they also typically are not offered together. I think there's only one time I purchased that these 2 scents were offered together, to my knowledge. Of course, I have not been like watching the restocks lately and stuff like that, so that could no longer be true. I'm not really sure, but in terms of my own personal experience, that has been my experience. Anyways, you guys, that is everything that I melted. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know in the comments down below what you have been melting. I will see y'all next time, and as always, make sure you stay positive till then. Bye!